Channeling Cherry from Aveshri.com, and you are watching Astrology this week. For the week of October 9th to October 15th, 2023, let's dive in to the weekly forecast. The solar eclipse is happening on the 14th of October, and a solar eclipse, whenever it takes place in your sign or in your chart or in general, solar represents yourself, your higher soul, your higher purpose, as well as your ego. One most important thing for the sun is your life's purpose. The solar eclipse happening, it's associated with those things. If you are on the right path, it will bring more victory and triumph towards you. However, in the wrong path, it will challenge you and force you to make those changes back onto the right path, the correct path, destined in order to achieve your life's purpose or your soul's purpose. Solar eclipse bring about signs and messages, happenings or changes in unexpected ways, but these will be messages from the universe, from the cosmic world. Once this happens, you will have a reflection point within yourself about how to take change, how to improve from there on. Aries. The solar eclipse will occur on the 14th of October, and this will have a strong effect on you. Cosmic energy has its ways of bringing messages and signals to us. Be on the lookout for that. The second thing is that sensitive people will be affected by the solar eclipse a week before, from last week around the 7th of October. Lastly, the solar eclipse would occur in your 7th house of love and relationships. Relationships are going to experience some type of disruption. Good relationships survive and enjoy victory afterwards, but bad relationships not beneficial to us may break. It all depends on how strong it actually is. Our overall best days for this week are the 8th, the 9th and 15th of October. The most stressful days for this week are 13th and 14th of October. Your best money day is the 11th of October, and your best career day is the 15th of October. Taurus. The solar eclipse occurs on the 14th of October, and this will take place in your 6th house of health. Bring changes in your health as well as some changes in your home life and in your job. This could mean changes with your current job, or you could be going for a new job or promotion, have an interview, something of that sort with job. Any solar eclipse will always have an impact on your family and in your home life. So maybe some drama going on this week with your family life. But this drama is much needed and needs to take place within your family. The overall best days are the 12th and the 15th of October. Your best love days are 11, 12, 13 and 15. Love week. Woo! And your best money days are 11th and 12th. And your best career day is the 12th of October. Gemini. The solar eclipse occurs on the 14th of October, and this will take place in your 5th house, which indicates children and children-like figures. So all children in your life need to be kept out of harm's way. It may indicate that they have some sort of drama in school or puberty, or having like first crush drama, you know, the dramas we all go through when we little teenagers before the age of puberty. Parent and parent figures, cosmic energy will bring change about in order for parents to change their financial mindset, any changes to their finances. And Pluto, your health planet, will be moving forward on the 11th of October. This is amazing news because health will start to improve. If you have any tests or medical procedures, this is a great time to do so. Your overall best days for this week are the 11th and 12th of October. Your best love days are the 10th and the 12th of October. And your best money days are the 11th and the 12th of October. Cancer. The solar eclipse will be on the 14th of October, and this occurs in your 4th house of home and family. Some drama, disturbances, and perhaps even some repairs that needs to take place. These repairs are essential in order to bring peace and happiness and harmony once again in the household. This eclipse occurs twice a year and you have a pretty good handle of it already. So there's no need to stress. Dream life is probably very active and unpleasant. This is due to the solar eclipse, psychic active energy due to the solar eclipse. So do not take too much attention to it, the unpleasantness of these dreams. Your overall best day is the 15th of October. Your best love days are the 11th of October and the 15th of October. Your best money days are the 11th and the 12th of October. And your best career day is the 15th of October. Leo, the solar eclipse on the 14th of October occurs in your 3rd house. And this indicates neighbors, some neighborhood drama. This week, there may be some neighborhood disturbances, some weird crime that's going to take place in your neighborhood. Technology or equipment may start behaving erratically. And most important for you, my dear Leo, is that you should pay more attention while driving, careful while driving. Each eclipse that occurs will affect you differently because you are ruled by the sun, finding your self-image and your life's purpose, your soul's purpose. Your overall best days are the 9th and the 15th of October. Your best love days are the 10th to the 15th of October. Your best career days are the 10th to the 12th of October. And your best money days are the 9th, 10th and the 11th of October. Virgo, the solar eclipse is happening on the 14th of October and this is happening in your money house. So there may be some dramatic changes with regards to your finances and your mindset towards finances will change as well. I feel that this may be a positive shake in your direction, money coming in and your finances improving. This is long overdue to you the past few months that you have been experiencing with finances. Your overall best days are for this week, the 11th and the 12th of October. Your best love days are the 10th and the 11th of October. Your best money days are the 10th and the 12th of October. And lastly, your best career days are the 14th and the 12th of October. Libra, every solar eclipse affects your friendships. And if any of your friendships or relationships are flawed, they may break. Relationships and friendships that are good may survive. The eclipse brings about life changes and life-changing events in your career as well as with your friends. Computers and technology may behave erratically during this week. The overall best days for you, my dear Libra, are 13th and 14th of October. Your best love day is the 15th of October. And your best money days are the 11th, the 12th and the 15th of October. Scorpio, the eclipse occurs in your 12th house of spirituality. And there may be some changes with spirituality where people's opinions and attitudes, teaching and practices may have changed and you are getting more involved with different types of teachings and practice and attitudes with spirituality. This teaching, it will bring about dramatic changes which will be with you for life. Your dream life is active and unpleasant and it's only because of the solar eclipse cycle. Your overall best days are the 15th, the 16th and the 17th of October. Sagittarius, the eclipse occurs in your 12th house and this has an effect on your friends. You may experience life changes. This may affect your relationships. And also, there may be a shake-up in your career or your professional life or in whatever sort of trade you are in. It will have an effect on that. And your overall best days are the 15th and the 17th of October. Your best love days are the 10th and the 11th of October. Your best money days are the 11th and the 12th of October. And your best career day is the 9th of October. Capricorn, the eclipse occurs in your 10th house and it's going to bring about changes in your career. However, it may not be complete change, but this time the direct and complete change could take place. It also changes the way of the game, the way you now approach career thinking. Your overall best days for this week are 11th and 12th of October. Your best love days are 10th and 12th of October. Your best money days are 11th and the 12th of October. And your best career days are the 10th and the 11th of October. Aquarius, the solar eclipse on the 14th of October is going to have an impact on your religious beliefs. Long-term impact, and it's even going to lead you to believing in something that maybe you didn't believe in before. This will bring about changes in the way you lead your life. This type of eclipse, you have gone through already, so you already know how to handle this. Sometimes repressed grievances will surface in order for you to deal with them and to move over, even though you do not realize that you actually have such a thing repressed within yourself. Your overall best days are the 8th and 9th of October. Your best love days are the 8th, the 9th, the 11th and the 12th of October. Your best money days are the 11th, the 12th and 17th of October. And your best career day is the 15th of October. Pisces, the eclipse will occur in your 8th house of regeneration. Finances with your spouse or your current partner need to have some sort of change. This would be also a time where you will go through psychological encounters with death or life and death experiences. This is the archangel with many eyes telling you this is not a punishment but a lesson that you need to learn in order to move forward and pass this eclipse. Your overall best days are love from the 9th to the 11th of October, money from the 11th to the 16th of October, and career 11th and 12th of October. That's our video. Thank you for watching. For more information, you can go to aveshri.com/astrology, and I will see you next week. Bye! So if someone is frustrated and they go to a room where they meant to smash things and break things and lash out, okay? Imagine this now, you are fuming, okay? With whatever is going on in your life, you're fuming. And your friends suggest you should go to this place and break something to release the negative energy in order to have the positive energy. And what happens is, you start breaking the things and you feel better about it. And in nowhere are you going to think about, oh wait, before I start breaking, I need to put my safety goggles on and I need to put my gloves. And let's not forget the hot cow. He's smashing things and there's pieces of glass flying all over the place. And my director was like, whoa, he needs to wear his safety goggles so the glass doesn't go in his eyes. So amusing because nowhere, if I am busy breaking something, am I gonna be, wait, before I break it, let me put my glass.